It is Christmas Day of 2022. That's right, folks, the 25th of December 2022. As we have decided to carry on with our game, none of us are in too bad of shape to be able to get together for this, and so we are happy to come back and play some more. Last week we were kind of getting started with getting everybody on the island, and we had gone through that little period of destruction with whatever tore through our camp, and we got we started missing some scientists, and then Papa Broom's people all decided to disappear. So we rounded everybody in the central camp up together and started going after Papa Broom and his folks and our two missing scientists. And so we are going to finish up with Scene 1, a sudden rush and destruction. And then we will be getting into Scene 2, Burning Man, tonight. And you'll get to figure out what all of that is about, and we'll move forward from there. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Also recorded, I would like to find out what everybody remembers from last week. All right, we'll start.
Larry got eviscerated.
Oh, poor Larry. Remy, you go first then. What all do you remember besides poor Larry? Being drawn and quartered and caught on fire.
Wow.
Another setting himself on fire to help us with the bats and dying afterwards.
Didn't we realize that he was like, oh, where's my notes? I've got my notes right here. Didn't we realize that was Papa Broom's brother?
Well, one of his,
he was
family.
one of the workers.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps I should remind you guys that nobody actually lives on this island. It's no source of potable water, so it's, to all intents and purposes, deserted. The workers that come help out the camp arrive by boat, and they cycle out. And Papa Broom is in charge. They're mostly his family and friends, but they're, from a variety of islands. And they do the cooking, the cleaning, the handyman services, the gardening. They haul your equipment around. They come and go.
Well, forgive me, I didn't understand that from last week. Okay, that's different. I like that.
So Papa Broom seems to be in charge, and, seeing that the scientists pay well, a lot of the people who come and go are his family. They're almost all related to them. I say almost, not all of them are. You haven't been paying attention to Dr. Beagle when she's been trying to tell you these things, have you?
I write down notes. As a matter of fact, where's my pencil? But I write down notes, just not as well as perhaps I should.
To be fair, it's Dr. Beagle.
Yes, Dr. Beagle will also tell you, or the scientists have also told you, that a lot of these things on the island are a little bit strange. I mean, duh. I mean, with the reality watch, what isn't? But there's fossils that show no mass extinction event, but they've just kind of suddenly all died.
Appeared and died, or just...
there's a whole layer of fossils, but there's no, say, volcanic ash or anything like that. So what the heck, right? There's the vegetation that you've been going through. Dr. Beagle will point out that some of it is yellow and sickly, and I wrote the explanation down. Especially under the canopy, where vines and young trees are growing, some of it's sickly and yellow. Dr. Beagle will tell you that this is an extremely young environment. The plants are in the last throes of nutrient strangulation, where the vines and roots are growing so fast that they kill themselves and they strip the entire ecosystem of all the nutrients.
Oh.
Wow.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah, so, you got instant forest, but, this is kind of unstable, and it's not meant to last.
So the reason why this island's being investigated is because of sudden increase in flora? or something
Well,
like that?
how about just a sudden increase in islands all over? I mean, you got famous landmarks out of Egypt appearing in the middle of modern Egypt. You've got dinosaurs tromping through, Houston, Texas. Wait, sorry, that's New York. You've got all kinds of crazy things just kind of popping up. And what's exciting about it is maybe we could repopulate some endangered species this way, or maybe we can find out how to save some things that were in a decline. And this little microcosm is perfect. All the scientists are just, full of glee about this place.
I doubt they're so as happy with the situation now.
No, they aren't. And in fact, you never did question Larry before he passed on, but he had some things he could have told you about the earthquake.
Whoops.
Dang it.
He was the last one to see the scientists go past him, remember?
I don't think you mentioned that. You just said that a creature went through. That's all you said.
Yeah, something went tearing through during a great big earthquake, and all the villagers went tearing after them. So they had to have passed Larry.
Okay.
Huh.
But Larry's been ordered, because y'all have been ordered, to stay on the coast no matter what, and make sure that you guys landed safely, because the possibility rated nights are more important than whatever study's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true for right now.
Yeah, you followed orders.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yep, I can see that. Okay.
Except I've left you some clues that you haven't been using your resources.
Trying to think through those clues now. Nah, somebody else can think through the clues.
Yeah.
Not that smart. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I'm a gun bunny. What do you expect?
Ren, what do you remember? What is Tomislav's take on the whole thing? You kind of had a vantage view from on high, more or less.
This place is very weird and very strange. He's ready to leave.
Just got here and he's already ready to leave. Okay.
I've been working here a few days and I'm ready to leave. I know that the arm was had a finger sticking out to a particular direction, and that was northwest, I think. It was either northwest or northeast. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure we were especially confused because Ginger told us the wrong direction at first.
Did at one point I did. Sorry. The Tomislav you found north and east, pretty much at the center highest point of the island.
That's right. Okay.
And the arm was pointing west.
The arm was pointing west.
Yeah.
So so we kind of want to try and let Tomislav know what's going on, but now that we've got him, we need to head back to camp because we haven't really found a direction to go from. I know the guy that was burning or burned himself to death after helping us.
Well, to help us.
He burned himself to death to help us, which there were surely other ways he could have dealt with it, but when you're mad, you're mad. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. Okay.
And I will remind you, the paths diverged. Northeast was where Tomislav was, and west was where all the tracks of the villagers seemed to go.
That's right. I was going to bring up the tracks here in a moment.
You had that. You knew that.
Yeah. So so once we kind of get Tomislav briefed, we need to make a decision as a group. Do we go after the villagers or do we return to the village?
Well, Beagle will tell you, but Bert, Charles, the scientists, they're gone. They're still out there. They could be in danger. And that is also your mission, to keep them protected.
So west, or is that okay? I know that we had a bunch of broken vegetation. We had let's see, we had the plant beast that we had to defeat.
The bats.
The
which
bats
we
that
had to
came out of
burn.
the shallow cave. Yeah, and right after the bats, we found the arm. Right
Yeah, and that's
after.
where the roles diverged. You have pretty much have Thomas Love, and you have everybody else. Because there wasn't a single person left in the village when you left.
Okay. So I'm responsible for protecting the scientists. I'm responsible for getting back the two that were taken by whatever they were taken by. Presumptively, the villagers took them, and then we're after the villagers to make sure they stay safe because they're part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. So.
Well, I mean, you're never going to be stronger than you are right now.
Where did that come from?
What kind?
You're
when all of your people, you have all these possibility knights at your back.
Yeah.
So if there's something tearing apart the island and causing people to stampede, you're never going to be strong as you are right now.
Okay, so let's see. I want to take a look. I'm going to recommend all you guys take a look at your characters, look at perks and stuff like that that might actually help out. Okay, mine is all about. Oh, and this is a new scene also, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
So everybody needs to refresh their cards. If you succeeded in approved action, but I think it was just maneuver or trick, and you can't maneuver or bat swarm.
Right.
Or a mindless carnivorous plant, for that matter.
Yeah. Well, I've got all 4 of my cards, and none of them are in the pool. They would have a green outline to them if they were in the pool.
Okay. Anybody have a perk that you're in a new scene? So you can put one in your pool automatically if you want to, if you have the
situational awareness.
Situational awareness.
Yeah, and that's what I do have situational awareness, but I'm going to try out what Chris said.
And only use it once you need it.
Only use it once you need it.
Yeah. All right, then. That's a good idea. Because a Penny used hers, and she can't do it again until the next act. So.
Oh no! Every scene.
It's supposed to be every scene. Yeah. You can do it once per scene.
She's in a new scene. We are in a new scene, by the way. So yes.
Yeah.
Everybody has all the cards they need.
If you have less than 4 cards. Yep. Okay. I'm going to try and look up situational awareness because, of course, it's not going to be in there.
Of course, not yet. But I want to ask one question, though. Does anybody... We played a cosm card last time. Does anybody have one they need to play or anything they want to trade? Romance, for a possibility, that kind of thing? Mistaken identity, stuff like that?
Let me take a look again.
I wouldn't mind trading my romance card for a possibility, if that's all right.
That's just fine.
All right, so do I discard it?
Or that young Hinkle guy, he's pretty sexy.
Well, what do you mean? You obviously play it on the first Eldritch Horror we see.
What?
Oh, good God.
Oh, Lord.
Not Cthulhu!
No.
Yes, Cthulhu.
I think you're confusing, what is that, nemesis with romance. But, I mean, love, war, kind of the same thing.
Okay.
She can do that now when we're at a new scene, right?
Yeah, should be able to. Ginger, go over to the journal tab at the top right. Okay. Click on Game General Information, the green one. And then you can look at, there it is, Advancement and Completion, up top.
Gotcha.
And then you can click on completion to go to those things. There's also ending a scene, ending an act, and ending an adventure, and you can run through that if you want to. You're welcome to use that. I did modify some things for my game, but they are marked as house.
No problem. House rules. You can move your pool cards. All your pool cards need to be moved back into your hand. Anyone with more than 4 cards, you need to discard them. Anyone with less than 4 cards, you can draw up to 4. Again, if you have any perks that give you extra cards and stuff, that applies. You can discard the romance and stuff for a possibility now, Kat, and draw a new card.
Okay.
All right, I am going to put your possibilities up to 4. So go ahead and discard that card and draw another.
Does anybody not have a reconnect card? I have 2 and I am willing to trade for the second one.
Actually, you know what? Remy and Connor, why don't you go through your cards and see if you would be willing to trade for that card? If you two don't, I can.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want... I have a perk that allows me to first ignore my first disconnect, so...
Okay. What about you, Remy?
Well, for cards that have 2 drama cards, a setback, and an opponent fails.
Well, you have two drama cards. Okay, so each of those is good for a possibility, a setback, and an opponent fails. You've got some really nice cards. Okay, so...
Okay. Does anybody want to trade Peaches for the monologue card? Does anybody like to do a dramatic monologue? Sacrifice your turn to make a stirring speech. You can negate the status on either the hero or the villain line in the combat card. So that means that you can, if you're all set back, if you make a stirring speech, that goes away for everybody else. And you, by that way. And my house rule is you actually have to give us a speech.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it because there's actually a couple of cards that I could trade with y'all that are really handy cards. Okay.
And monologue has come in very, very handy because you can maneuver, you can you can what is it? You can maneuver, you can load your weapons, do any simple free actions, all of that during the dramatic monologue. The only thing you can't do is fight. Everybody will have to cease all hostilities while the stirring speech is going on, including the villains.
And us, but it's both. Let's see what this guy has to say for how long they talk.
Well, I mean, you're doing this dramatic monologue. Everybody's captivated by what you're saying.
Yeah. Hang on just a second. I'm laying out my 4 cards that I have, and I would be willing to trade 2 of these cards because they can be helpful. Let's see, hero. Actually, I'm willing to trade up to 3 of these cards. I'm going to keep my hero card. So for Catherine, if you and for Peaches, if you don't want those 2 cards, determine what you would want, and I'll trade you. You guys can see those 3 cards, right?
Just have to move 2 of them out of the first one.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Seize initiative is great. Close calls come in handy in a situation like what you found yourselves in.
Yeah. I was just thinking that close call would be super, super nice.
Yeah. For sure.
Okay, so who wants what? And then just throw me those 2 extra cards.
What 2 extra cards?
You've got your monologue.
Okay.
And then Rios has...
I have a spare reconnect card that I'm looking to trade for.
So. Yeah, I'm there.
So take one of these 3, Cat, and give him the reconnect.
All right.
Well, obviously I'll have to transfer it to you, or trade it to you.
Yeah, gotcha. So I suppose I'll take the action card.
The action card? Okay, let me get to that action card. Where is it? There it is. Okay, and I want to pass 2. And it's going to... Alright, where are we at? Yeah. Catalia Rios. Where is Rios? There's Andon. Why can't I see Catalia? Hang on a second. I'm probably just trying to read too fast. I cannot
scroll
see.
Down a little.
Yeah, I did. I did.
It's under Penny Gonzalez. It's just is Rios.
There we go. Okay. And pass. And then I'll let you pass that one back to me. And then Peaches, which one would you like?
Hero Kondo, right?
Give me the
Hero Kondo.
Both of these are just awesome. I can't believe I'm going to let Seize Initiative go for the close call.
Okay, so you
But I'm going to pass monologue to you, Hero.
Okay, let me get the close call out to you.
Yes, please.
There it is. And pass 2. And this one should be easy. Penny Gonzalez. And pass. Now, you might ask why I'm passing these fantastic cards. Because all of us can use them. Okay? All of us can. Did you get that card, Peaches?
I sure did. Done and done.
Okay. Alright, so that's some good card trading right there.
All right.
Okay, so what's, let's see, where were we? We just got...
Everybody's got cards done.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yes.
All right then. Anybody want to comment again about anything about last week?
I seem to always be the guy in charge. Why am I always the guy in charge?
Dr. Beagle will be happy to step up.
Dr. Beagle's an NPC. She doesn't count.
Well,
So I don't mind being the guy in charge. It's just I'm gonna be asking for opinions every so often. My counsel is not always the wisest.
Okay. Connor hasn't said anything about last week. What do you remember?
Accidentally burned a guy to death. Sacked the the guy who burned himself to burn the bats. His rucksack or backpack or whatever it was, and found a talisman with a chicken foot. Lucky chicken foot.
Oh, I'm glad you remembered that.
You took the stuff of a dead man and you don't even bother to remember his name. Man, we're gonna have to do something about that.
Did we actually get his name?
Yeah, it was written on the backpack, and you, Hero, would have recognized him.
Okay.
He was a regular.
Can I make a find or evidence analysis to remember?
No need. You remember. His name was Jorge Broom.
Oh, that's right. Jorge. George.
Yeah.
Jorge
And,
Broom.
yeah, and his family is also comes and goes.
Burned himself alive to save us from a bat swarm. Okay. Ooh, that might not be a bad idea if I can do it. Will it let me... Ooh.
Burn yourself in a bat swarm?
Create journal entry. Trail of blood. Trail of the dead, sorry. Notes. Can we do it for all? I don't know if we can do it for all or not.
Okay.
Add page.
How do we unpause the game?
Okay, hit your space bar.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Papa John. I'm going to be typing up. I won't be speaking all over the place, but... okay. So, we need to go west, is what I say to everybody.
All right, but I will say this. You have been tromping through the jungle at a serious pace for hours now.
Oh, that's right. We were taking a rest, weren't we?
Right. If you don't take a rest, at least in a partial one, you will all take 3 shock before you begin.
Oof. That's rough.
It is hot. You've been like going on adrenaline so far, but there is nothing left in the tank.
Okay. All right. So we take a rest. It's not like we have a whole lot of food unless we're going to eat the plants, and I don't recommend that.
Larry didn't pick you up any, but he did give you a canteen and he did give you a machete.
Right. Right. So we're hot and dry.
It was filled. The canteen was filled.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that.
You can rest. Hinkle and Sedgwick both have little trail packs, but Dr. Beagle does not. She does have some equipment in a small satchel on her back, but it's scientific analyzing tools, not provisions.
Okay.
But there's some, Hinkle has like a big bag of peanut M&Ms, and Dr. Sedgwick has some trail granola, and they'll share. There's not much, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
And y'all do eat it all.
Okay. I might take a little bit here and there, but not too terribly much. Unlike me, Hero does not have diabetes, so he can live on body fat for a little while.
Yeah, and these were all high energy foods for, just exactly for that kind of hiking and activity you guys have been doing.
Yeah.
So, Dr. Hinkle takes the time to look around, and she's telling you that though we're still under the canopy, it seems to be changing the more we head west. Look here. Besides the green and yellow trees and vines and things, we're getting into some reeds and some ferns, and the ground is getting a little soggy. Looks like we're headed towards a marsh of some kind.
Oh, wonderful.
Boy, a marsh. Something I've always wanted to go through.
It's a little pushy. Because there's no... it would have been nice if Dr. Charles Lyell, the geologist, could find a water reservoir like Fiji. It's got a great big reservoir of fresh water, but they hadn't explored that much yet. As it is, the water tends to pool on top of the island until it evaporates off, or the canopy soaks it up.
Okay.
So, can you guys make me a find or let's see, what is a good skill for just what is alertness? Do we have that as a skill?
No, alertness is a card that gives you +3 to your mind. I think it's mind, spirit, and charisma tests. No, it's mind and spirit tests. Your best awareness is going to be find.
Find. Those who have find, roll find. If you don't have find, roll straight mind.
The standard difficulty?
Standard difficulty, unless I say otherwise.
And I can give you a standard success.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
Should I make a roll for Andon, too?
If you like. Seems like everybody's doing well.
Not really.
Oh, okay. So, Remington.
Oh, no.
You can't disconnect on a find. So what happens for you is just when everybody's going, what's that? And Kitalia starts explaining in detail what she thinks it is.
You get hit in the face by a branch.
Yeah, or something. You were sucking back some water. It went down the wrong pipe, and you're just coughing into a bush at this point. You notice nothing.
Trying to take a leech off your leg, eh?
There you go.
Yes, stop playing with the local wildlife and get your head back in the game. Found a friend there, did you?
Oh.
Yeah.
It likes you. No, Kitalia, you see, someone, a man, obviously, he's in khakis and stuff. He's staggering toward you. He seems to be babbling and dazed. He spots you about the same time you see him, and with a moan, he's headed directly towards you.
Uh-oh.
And I see this, right?
Yeah, do you speak Pidgin, Spanish, French?
I think I've got the languages perk. Do I have to, have specific languages written in, or...
No, but you also know that by now that one of your party has this strange device that keeps shouting everything that people say.
Into your head.
So
what are we hearing?
with an outstanding success, she's hearing the French. Can you understand it is what I'm asking. With an outstanding success, you don't have to roll. You just tell me if you have the skill.
I probably do.
I think it's in your notes.
Yeah, take a look.
It says general understanding, though Egyptian Arabic was spoken / understood at the Nile dig site. Does that help any at all?
Is that a perk? Or is it just the language's skill?
It's just the language's skill.
All right.
Did I roll for it?
No, you had an outstanding success. So, almost everybody who succeeded can turn and see him, and anyone who succeeded can see a man approaching you. You can hear him quite clearly. He is clearly in pain. He's holding himself as if he's afraid he'll fly apart. There's tears. He's very pale. His words are it hurts. It hurts. It hurts.
I say we approach him and, well, I say, he's hurt. We need to give him medical attention. And try to approach him.
All right. He pretty much falls on his knees when you come. And his hands are imploring. There's nothing in them. And if you approach, he'll clutch at your skirts. He's rocking, clearly very distraught. It stopped the pain. Does anyone have first aid or anything?
I do. I'll go let me see what I can do.
I have first aid as
Go
well.
up there, see if I can help.
But I'm worried about the security of the group.
Why does mine say favored?
Because you've got a first aid kit.
Oh yeah, I do have a first aid kit.
Yeah, that means you roll twice. And I don't know if it's your idea of favored, Paul, but my idea of favored is roll twice. take the better of the two. Pick whichever one you.
Okay, if that's your rule, I'm there with it. Take the better of the two. I actually prefer that. I think it makes more sense.
Okay, here I go. Okay.
That would be a standard success. Ooh. Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
Good success it is.
Nice.
All right. The man has these lesions forming on his arms and his neck and face, and as they swell, he seems to be going into, what is it? Anaphylactic shock.
Anaphylactic?
Oh,
Yes.
Ooh.
Anaphylactic shock.
So he probably got attacked by a plant or ingested something he wasn't supposed to.
And despite your best efforts, he starts to seize.
No.
And shortly, blood starts coming, foam comes out of his mouth, and he dies.
Bone?
Get clear. Get clear.
Oh.
Get away from him. You don't want what he's got.
Thanks to your good success, he has definitely encountered something. Thorns or bites or something.
Poisonous.
Yeah.
I suppose none of you have any sort of fire on you?
What was that?
We might need any sort of fire? No, dynamite, flamethrowers, anything. We
I mean,
might need
I'm
it.
a bit of a living flamethrower.
Yeah. Good point.
Is he the only one?
I think
I
so.
mean, unless anybody else developed psychic abilities in the last hour or so, I guess yes.
Well, this will be interesting.
Stand back. Stand back.
I guess we start trailblazing with fire.
There you go. Why not?
Well, I do want to point out, Kitalia especially, the Rios. I'm sorry, Rios especially. The same wind that's rustling the leaves and things like that. Well, it seems to pick up higher in the western direction. It's a rustling.
The leaves of the trees are rustling more in the western direction.
Yeah. Yeah, the reeds and things are fitting together. Maybe. You don't know.
I feel like I should mention it to everybody. You know, like, the wind is picking up. That can't be good.
You mean like, what's that rustling sound?
Yeah, that's probably a better way of wording it. Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't take it anywhere serious. No.
Well, great. You point west, and there's some flapping over there. Something flapping. It's something hung up in the reeds, and it's flapping.
Oh boy.
I kind of jab Andon and gesture that he should get ready for a fight.
Okay.
All right. It continues to rustle with the breeze. In fact, it's rustling a lot like a snake skin. You know, kind of dry and susurrous kind of sounding.
Well,
I'm gonna pull out my hammer.
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put away the machete for a minute and draw my second pistol.
All right. All right. Fortunately, there's just some bracken and ferns in your way, not the heavy jungle vines that there were before as you transition into this marshy swamp area. Well, you see something kind of caught in the reeds and those bamboo.
Mm-hmm.
Looks almost like a set of footy pajamas.
Okay, before we go anywhere, is Chris going to burn the body? of this guy that just started foaming at the mouth?
I mean, if you tell me to, yeah, sure.
Okay, you dealt with that carnivorous plant earlier. I've been hearing all kinds of strange things going on in these possibility wars. Would you please deal with that body? I don't think he's gonna make it.
All right. Does everybody agree? I look around.
Yeah.
I suppose so.
All right. This isn't gonna smell good. And I start cremating him.
It's not the worst smell I've ever smelled.
Yeah, well, if you're doing your pyrotechnics, make a easy. I mean, it's a body on the ground.
Okay. Power.
Difficulty 8. Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
Or it is a contradiction. That's why you have to
Oh.
test. Oh, perfectly well done.
Outstanding
That
success.
was probably a bad pun, but there you go.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
I'm sorry. That really came out wrong.
You're the one who's doing a lot of body horror in this, so
Well, I mean, so well, all the things that you've encountered have come from following the trails. So, and the scientists are up there somewhere, alone.
uh-huh.
One.
I take it that was Dr. Beagle complaining?
Yes.
Just make sure you can keep up.
She's
Yeah.
complaining from behind you. Well, go on. What is it?
Well, Doc, we're gonna get there. We ain't there yet. Slow your roll. And then I guess we'll move toward the footy pajama looking things.
I'll go first.
Cautiously, be cautious. Don't waste your life on this just yet. Apparently the Delphi Council has reason to want you safe.
All
I
right.
hope so.
I mean,
Tomislav.
you really would hope your boss didn't have a death wish for you.
Well, Tomislav wouldn't fear long johns. Hung up on-
No. But I'm still gonna have my hammer at the ready. If I gotta smash something, then I'm gonna do it.
It's like,
I'll
you don't
take-
fear the long johns. You fear
to-
what left them behind.
Yes.
Well, flapping in the air like a pair of long underwear hung up to dry is something hollow, dry, and dark brown in the shape of a human skin.
Oh, that's
Oh.
lovely.
That can't be
Reminds
good.
me of home. I'm gonna slowly kind of reach out to it and see if I can pull it away.
You can. It's very light. It's completely desiccated and dry.
And it's just skin, no clothes or anything on there.
Well, now that you look, hanging below that are a pair of jute sandals and some cargo shorts and the khaki top of one of the islanders, one of the workers.
Oh, lovely.
Underwear, wallet, necklace.
Yep. Hero, do you think you might recognize this person if you check their wallet? Longer than me.
Wouldn't they have their name inside it?
I just kind of stare askance at Tomislav for a minute. I know we just met, but you're creeping me out already. I'm gonna go and try and see if I can get the wallet.
I creep everyone out. It's not on purpose. Believe me, it's not on purpose. It just happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so I go to check the wallet.
Yeah, it is. It's another broom. Who has lost his skin. You don't know where the rest of him is.
Fantastic. Okay, so it's just another broom.
It's Christoph. You know him.
Okay. Christoff.
Christophe.
Phe. Okay.
He goes by Christoph.
Okay.
This is, you know, the islands, even though they're a British colony, have a strong Spanish and French history.
Okay.
Anyway,
yeah.
You are in a clearing. In fact, the bamboo has made a natural clearing, even though your feet are kind of squelch into the ground.
Oh, man,
it is kind of marshy.
These shoes are expensive.
That's why I don't dress fancy. Want to carry you?
No, I don't want you to carry
sure?
me. I'm making enough. I can replace these.
Well, you know,
sorry, I had to pull your leg.
Well, you
don't
guys
pull too hard. I might
around?
need it. Are we gonna do what?
You guys gonna look around?
Yeah, looking around. You want fine tests?
Everybody.
Okay.
In this case, difficulty 10.
Not bad. Not bad. Action total of 13 out of 10. No problem.
Hey, that's better.
Oh.
Connor's like,
well, Chris,
this is such an interesting view.
Well, I mean, it's not that far off, but I still don't see anything.
Crisscross, Rios, and Andon are all kind of standing around they're seeing
Campfire, burning body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing him off. They're all dealing with that.
Yeah, I'm
what you
focused
find
on something.
is a hand cart with all kinds of property of scientist stuff, like overturned. And who made the good success?
Right now the good success. Let's see. Tomislav made a standard. I made a standard.
You made a standard.
Yeah.
And then 3 failures.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I'm a failure.
You're just preoccupied.
I did it earlier.
That just means that my bad guy has the initiative.
Oh,
fantastic.
No!
Don't let it be Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me get to the stats here. Unfortunately, I didn't get this one in. I've been so distracted thanks to Christmas that this kind of got lower on the priority, even though I did write it all out and had all my ducks in a row initially. It has not survived contact with this weekend.
Well, if I were more of a pain in the butt, I might deride you for it, but I'm not that kind of a pain in the butt. It's perfectly understandable. All of us were busy.
Yeah, I did not do a half-assed job. Believe me, it took the whole ass to do this.
Hey, I had to move mine. You know.
Alrighty, so how do I get you guys into combat?
Okay. Let me save this and close it real quick so that I can kind of, because you can't just, make it easy. That wouldn't be easy. Okay, so who all is going into combat?
It would be, remember, Mo and Curlier and you.
Okay.
It would be,
so select one. Okay.
Tomislav.
Select one. And then, did Tomislav get moved on here?
No, I don't see me.
You don't see, do you see the map at all?
I see the map. I don't see my little icon.
Okay, Ginger, let's start with that. You'll have to go over to the Actors tab.
The dream done?
Huh? I'm sorry?
Okay, I'm sorry, you're right. Actors tab.
Click on Storm Knights, and then at Possibility War. and then I think you can go either on the picture or on the name now. Just left click and drag,